Blockbusters, bring you another video. Today we're talking about The Northman, written and directed, produced by Robert Eggers, starring a huge ensemble cast of Alexander Skarsgård, Anya Taylor-Joy, Nicole Kidman, Ethan Hawke, Willem Dafoe, Björk, and I think that's it.
There is a dog also. I don't remember his name.
There was the
Rexy, whatever his name was.
Yeah, there was a dog there. Yeah, so a big cast. It's a story about a young prince whose father is
Murdered by his
cousin, and he goes through a journey of avenging his father's death. That's like the synopsis. It was in the trailers. That's the basic of the story. There's gonna be spoilers down the road. This section is gonna be spoiler free for now. So don't worry. When there is going to be spoilers, we're gonna tell you. Don't worry about it. You wanna start?
Yeah. Well, first of all, I like all the atmosphere of the movie.
Yeah.
It's
the feeling.
Yeah, it's a feeling. It's scary. It's a bit scary movie.
Yeah.
It's not horror, but it's scary. Very brutal. Strong. Powerful movie.
Yeah.
All the action movie. It's not a lot of action movie, but where is an action movie?
The action is brutal.
Yeah.
It's
strong.
unrelentless.
Yeah. It's very hard to watch, but it's probably.
Yeah, you had like a couple of times in the cinema. You like.
I couldn't
you didn't want to see because it was
too much.
It was brutal. It is a brutal movie. It's an R-rated movie. If you have little kids, be advised. There aren't like sex scenes or stuff like that. But the violence in this movie is violent. Yeah,
it's man-to-man violence. It's all the the use of the teeth and
because
the biting and
that was the time.
Yes.
That time people were brutal. We were savages.
Yeah, I like a lot the religious content of the movies.
The Nordic.
It's not just the journey of the revenge, but also I don't know if you can call it history, but it's based on
the Nordic mythology.
Yeah, exactly.
And there are cool moments in the movie of religious stuff, like we're praying, and they do pray in
the language,
in the Nordic
foreign language. It's very
it's foreign.
Yeah, of course, but it makes the movie more authentic.
Yeah, it does feel authentic. What I do like about this movie, as you've seen in the trailer, Björk is in this movie.
Yeah.
And she's a priestess, and she doesn't have a lot to do in the film, but she's powerful.
Yeah.
She plays really great, considering she's a singer.
I like the whole
mystery.
idea of the revenge, that it's taking place by step, not just like charge on the uncle who made the.
Yeah, it's not just it does have a story. It builds
it's
up.
there. It's slowly but in a terrifying way.
And it has like really great pacing, like the editing. It goes like it takes its time to build the world, to build the characters, and
there's no rush.
No, but there is something that felt like amazing to me, is that after the 20-minute mark of the movie, like when there's the whole entire world building and characters and you get to know everybody, I couldn't stop to watch for a second. Like I didn't want to go to miss. You just don't want to miss anything because it's so story based.
I remember myself sitting like this in anxiety, and I didn't know what's gonna be in the next few seconds.
Yeah,
it's so powerful. It's take you and sit you powerful on the seats, and you just like that. We watch and
you're in awe.
Whoa.
Yeah, I do want to say that I did watch The Lighthouse by Robert Eggers. I wasn't a huge fan, but it is a good movie. I think this is his best work by far. This is an amazing.
I think
film.
it's combined the artistic movie with with action movie.
With epic movie, yeah.
It's together.
It has like a blend of art
There is,
films.
I think there is a sort of balance.
Yeah.
Not too much artistic, and
But not an entire blockbuster epic film.
not just war, just action, just
No.
no.
It has
not this way.
It has like from the start, like from the first shot, you know this is gonna be a beautifully shot made film. It's gonna be art. Like the first shot of this film, like every shot is so beautifully crafted, and there are a lot of, as you know, Robert Eggers, he does a lot of zoom in to characters' faces. You can see emotions and the actors really giving their all to the character. You can see in their eyes and the faces that they make.
Yeah, there is not once, but a couple of times when they prepare themselves for
To war,
to war, to
raiding,
what
as
they're
they
doing.
did back then.
They just go mad and play themselves like animal, like a bear,
it's brutal.
It's very very hard, and I think the Alexander Skarsgård it's played very very hard and convincing.
He's a great actor. He's shown like from the past couple of the last couple of years, he's getting like big roles. And he's actually delivering. He's not just like Stellan Skarsgård's son who gets.
No.
He's really good.
Yeah.
He knows how to play an act. He's huge. He feels like a living Nordic god.
Of course,
Not only he's one
almost 2 meters.
Yeah,
long.
he's like 190 centimeters. He's like 6 foot 4.5.
And he have
people like
curved body.
Yeah, and he has like a huge body. He's like he feels like a god. That's you feel, and he's like the way they swing like axes or sword. It's powerful, and it's, as we said, it's a really brutal film.
Yeah, I liked also the ritual of sacrificing human. Something that very
something
common.
that was common back then.
Back then, it's when you see it today, it seems hilarious. You can accept it.
No, but back then it was usual. And I do want to say, Anya Taylor-Joy had like a great couple of years. Like she's done Queen's Gambit and now this, and she's proven herself to be a very great actress and a very capable one as well. Of course, Willem Dafoe is Willem Dafoe. What can you say? Every role that he does his best.
Yeah, he had a small play.
Yeah, he doesn't have a big role like he had in the Lighthouse.
But it's effective. It's effective. If you bring famous actors to make a small, eventually all the package is full.
Yeah, that was the spoiler-free section. From now on, we're gonna go to the spoiler section. So if you want, there's gonna be a timestamp when there's spoiler-free, like in the end, our last thoughts. I think I'm gonna jump right to the end now, and then we're gonna go back to.
I think the price of the revenge.
Yeah.
Eventually, if you live all your life just want to revenge, there is a huge price that you pay, that you have to pay. There is revenge don't come priceless. It doesn't come without you pay a big price for it, and you see it in the movie. Eventually, what the big price you have to pay, and of course
he has a choice to make.
Yeah.
He either lives with his family.
Yeah.
And forget about his whole revenge.
Yeah, but he couldn't forget. But he said that they always chase on after him.
Yeah,
one day they will
chase him.
Yeah.
They will.
I think that he sacrificed himself by knowing that he gonna save his family.
Yeah.
He gonna kill all the enemies.
And there is like a section. There was a sentence that the Oracle, the Björk's character, told him. I'm not exactly sure on the wording, but it was something like that. There will be a time that you will either save your family, or you will save your pride, or something like that. You will avenge your father. And he said, I want to have both. He wants to save his family because he knows if he stays with his family, he will always be hunted by Fjolnir and his family. And he does want to avenge his father.
You remember the sentence he said all the time when he was a small child. I'm gonna save your mother.
I'm gonna avenge your father.
Yeah,
I will save your mother. I will kill you, Fjolnir. Yeah.
Kill you
And
uncle.
he said it's like he says it to
From he was a young child
the end.
to the end, and remember where his conflict with his mother, with Nicole Kidman.
Yeah.
He understand that the story that he thought he knew was totally different.
Yeah, that
That his father was actually the bad guy. And,
yeah, and his
and the uncle was a good.
Saved his mother.
And the mother doesn't want him to hurt him, and
there is a whole scene there,
Yeah,
and it's
the
amazing.
scene is very
If you watch the spoiler section, I'm guessing that you've probably seen the movie and you know what scene we're talking
there
about.
is a clue about Oedipus.
Yeah, because
she's kissing him. And
she's kissing him, and she says, "If you kill him, like he killed your father, then I will have to be yours."
Yes, and he's shocked by this idea.
Yeah, and it's just. It's something so different from other revenge stories as well.
Yeah.
Like we've had a lot of revenge stories, and this one feels different.
Yeah.
It does have like the main plot threads of like he's gonna avenge his father. It is a revenge story after all, but it has like different like threads going throughout the story. That's really interesting.
Yeah. The whole plot is, it's not like this. You have turn from here and here. You have something that they didn't expect happen.
Yeah, and
all his journey is quite quite interesting. It doesn't go the right way. He hide himself. He
throughout the entire
identity.
movie, he hides his identity. Yeah.
He's afraid to someone to discover. And also there is I think there is something it's like Gladiator. He's sort of a royal, someone who became some sort of slave.
He became a slave.
And then he doesn't rise to be a king again, but he has his revenge
it's
journey.
a revenge story.
So there is something in
Gladiator is an amazing
No, but think about it. There is
both of them are revenge movies after all. As we've said, this movie is extremely violent, as you know. The whole entire the nose. Wow, that was intense. The fight scenes and scenes in general and visual stuff that's going on. That's really violent.
Like I said, I like the music a lot. There is a lot of drum section and very strange music. A lot of
ritual music.
Usual pray, like the Tibet monk. They use it on Dune also. This humming.
Yeah, the lower voice.
The low voice. It's something that gets you
ready to a war.
Ready to something. Yes.
Yeah, and I don't want to say at the end of the movie, when Fjolnir and Amlet are fighting in the volcano and they are naked.
They're both
you
naked.
don't see, you
don't see.
But you know that they're naked, and it's something. It's beautiful, because at the end, when you want to avenge someone and you'll do anything for it, you become an animal. You become a savage. You become a wild.
Yeah.
And wild animals don't wear anything.
Yeah, they don't
so it's
anything.
proper, to become an animal and just get rid of everything that makes you human and fight to the death. They had swords, but still, it feels like they knew, both of them. Now we are not human. We are wild wolves, as they are said in the movie. Like when they become, and it's something like, it is something that when I watched in the cinema and when they started fighting, I was like, this is beautiful. The how they
it's
thought
pure.
about it.
It's pure.
Yeah, it feels
pure fight with the music, with all
with the volcano.
Volcano. He has actually some sort of Excalibur sword, but he has power in the dark. He get
it can only be used
in
at
dark.
nightfall.
Yeah.
Like when there is
so
sunrise.
So you have to kill only in the dark.
Yeah, and it is it's special. It's different.
It's also implied like Excalibur. There's only one can bury it and only one can use it.
Yeah, it doesn't know the
Yeah,
folklore. So,
It's touch a lot of issues that we also came across.
so that was the spoiler section. Now we're gonna go. Hey everybody who came back from the spoiler section. As we've said, I think for me up until now, it is the best movie I've seen on so far
For
from
very very long time. Yeah,
for a very long time,
it's
and
a
of
lot
this
of
year,
daring,
of
a lot
course.
of daring, a lot of daring. Something that
It didn't feel like a studio interfered in any
No.
sort of way. They were like, you know, Robert, here is 70 to 90 million. It's not known the budget, but here is a lot of money to a non-franchise, non-sequel,
No.
not based on a book, a huge book.
it's not always that you want a movie to continue. Maybe you have a good story.
Yeah, but-
you have a start, middle, end, and that's it. Like you read in a book. You don't have to wait to the next book. Not always it's
There
good.
isn't a next book. Like, you
Don't
know,
have to.
You don't need to.
We get used to by a couple of years that
Every movie needs to have another
continuous.
sequel, a sequel, a sequel, and a franchise, and huge, and a lot of spin-offs. This movie has all of Robert Eggers by now. It's a movie with a beginning, a middle, and an end. You don't need to wait to another movie.
I want to say it's like a full meal. You don't have to add anything.
Yeah,
You have everything
it's
you want.
perfect the way it is.
You go out and you said, "Wow, I had a beautiful experience. I had, like I said, enough. I don't want anything. Anything more could be worse. I think.
Yeah, it's
And this is a great movie.
and I do hope this movie succeeds
yeah,
in the
open-
box office
open another
because
another director to have a budget to
There
make
are-
them free hard movie.
like as I think about it, I think there wasn't any original movie with a huge budget like this one
For a
that
very long
came
time.
out for a very long time.
Yes.
And I do hope more movies like this because this is a director's
This
movie.
is a good reason to go out to the movie.
Yeah.
And don't say, "Oh, I need more from this and I need more from that." No,
I need another sequel.
no,
There are-
don't need anything.
The
You
entire
have
year we have a
everything.
full slate of sequels and franchise movies.
This is the whole package. That's it. Doesn't need any more.
To me it was amazing.
I was very enjoyed from the movie. It's a very hard movie to watch, but it was beautiful experience, and I very enjoyed, and I recommend it, of course.
Yeah.
To adult, of course. It's not
Yeah,
for
it's
everyone.
not. It's not for everyone, even for adults.
Yeah, with
Eh,
a hard stomach.
Yeah, not for the faint-hearted.
Yeah. So
I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe. That it helps our channel grow. As I've said, there are a lot of movies coming out. We're gonna watch the Nicolas Cage movie. There are going to be a lot of episodes in the coming days because there is a lot of coming out right now. So thank you again for watching. Go watch this movie, and until next time, we were the Movie Busters. Thank you.